China's grand strategy. During Trump's first presidency, he broke many taboos and proved to China that nothing was off limits in regards to his radical policymaking. Earlier, I briefed on my 12th strategy of war, the grand strategy. There are many similarities to what Alexander the Great did in Persia and what China would like to do in Trump's second term. China is aware of the U.S.'s power in trade and policy making. China's policymakers are planning more than just trade war tactics. Over the past 3 months, they have been developing a series of strategies to anticipate, counter, and minimize the damage that will result from Trump's radical policymaking. During his first term, they were greatly affected by everything that happened with COVID-19 and Trump's policies and all of that, which China believes they have seen the worst of what Trump's policymaking can do. Now China has 3 key objectives for their grand strategy to work. Make their domestic economy resilient, reconcile with key neighbors, and deepening their relationships in the global south, like India. Just like Alexander the Great went on a campaign to take towns in Persia and take over their economy, well, China has a similar approach diplomatically and economically. China is relying on Trump's radical policymaking to also alienate our allies and question our allies' alliances with us. That is what China is hoping will occur. Meanwhile, China has extended out olive branches to India and Japan as a way to integrate themselves with the leaders of the Comprehensive Progressive Development for Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is a free trade agreement with 12 countries, which does not include the United States. China wants to be a part of this agreement in order to compensate for the potential loss of trade with the United States. Now, China currently does not qualify due to the series of qualifications that are needed to be a part of this agreement, but they would need to make structural changes. But it would be a great step in the right direction for China to get that domestic economy resilient and independent of the United States. China is waiting on the U.S. to continue making enemies while they slowly continue to build their alliances. Trump has proved to be a spontaneous leader. Despite what the author has said, which said that Trump has lost his element of surprise, which leaves the United States in a slight predicament, I believe that we could hopefully maintain the element of surprise and continue to not alienate our allies and ourselves from other countries.